Welcome to Match Point 2.0, home of the first game of the round of 8. Spawning in the top right corner, your red Zerg player, it is Myrault.
And down in the bottom left-hand corner, playing as the teal Terran, it is Moxie from Team Buff.
The bestest friends. So I believe, you know, I'm trying to remember if these guys have played each other in tournaments before. I feel like they both play in enough Starbow tournaments, so they had to have matched up at some point. But I can't really necessarily remember any specific instances of that happening.
Yeah, me neither. But they play a lot, so they must have played each other in a tournament. There's no way they didn't.
Yeah, most likely the case. I'm sure they've probably matched up on the ladder a few times or played some practice games against each other. Now Myrault, I believe Myrault is Swedish. We have quite a few Swedish players. Starbow seems to be pretty popular in Sweden for some reason. And then Moxie, our Terran player here, is Canadian. He's Korean-Canadian. I believe he might just be of Korean descent. I'm not sure if he's from Korea originally or not, but I'm not sure. He actually might not be Korean. I'm not sure. He's Canadian. We always thought he was American for forever. Then he's like, I'm actually Canadian. We're like, oh, well, okay. I think I might be thinking of Seoul. Seoul is a Korean-Canadian who's living in Hungary, actually. So we always thought he was Korean, but he's like, I'm actually Canadian. But he knows Korean.
So meanwhile, we do have a hatchery for the Zerg and a command center for the Terran. And command center before barracks, definitely.
Yeah, wow. Pretty greedy play here from both players. So nobody's going to get punished. Both players are going to be happy to macro up here. Without really any sort of... I mean, these guys both going for the really greedy plays. I'm guessing they've probably played each other before and kind of expect each other to go for these sorts of plays here. You know, and it does make sense on this map to just try to get a little bit greedy because as a Terran player, at least, you don't have like a ramp in your natural. There's a ramp here, but there's not really a ramp to the natural that you can try to, you know, wall off and sit behind. So a bit of a risk here for Moxie because Myrault obviously knows that, but Myrault not going to be getting aggressive. So both players happy to just macro up here. So a bit of downtime here before anything too exciting happens.
I guess there is an argument for like Moxie to wall off next to a supply depot at this command center just to prevent any run buys if they happen, but obviously no case for that now. The command center is already done. The SUVs are happily mining.
And this SUV getting taken down in the main. Macro hatch, third hatchery already come up here for Myrault. Meantime, Moxie starting a really fast engineering base, so this is going to be very fast +1 in stim for his bio here. It's definitely not 4 turrets, that is 4 +1. Moxie, I see him do that pretty frequently. He likes to get +1 and stim pretty fast and push out on the map. In the meantime, Myrault going to be going for that really fast layer, much like our last Zerg player did, before any sort of upgrades or anything else. Before queens, before speed, it's the layer. So it's going to be 3 hatch. Most like this is like the 3 hatch muta build, which is not as aggressive as a 2 hatch muta, but still can do quite a bit of damage. These Marines going to chase off these Zerglings, going to focus one down, one will escape though, and try to cut off this scouting SCV. Scouting SCV, unless it gets picked up, okay, Spine Crawler going to be going down. Probably won't be done by the time this SCV gets here. Might be able to get some nice scouting information. Myrault really wants to stop this SCV from seeing the layer, or even just seeing the second gas. The second gas is pretty early as well. Moxie might be able to get an opportunity to click on that second gas and have an idea of what he's up against here. Yeah, this SCV gonna get in. He's gonna see this layer finishing.
SCV's gonna see literally everything there is to see. He sees the spawning pool wiggling. He sees the layer. That's we just saw everything.
Yeah, great scout here from Moxie, so he knows exactly what he's up against.
And he's even gonna see the spire.
Yeah,
oh my god.
And Myrault, you know, he's gonna stick with it. He's not gonna cancel. He's like, yeah, you saw it, but that's okay. Now this isn't like the really cheesy form of this, but you see Moxie immediately throwing down a bunch more barracks. You know, he already had that engineering base, so he'll know exactly when he needs to throw down his turrets. He's seen the spire timing. He knows exactly when to expect mutalisks to be in his base. Go ahead and finish up the wall off.
Well, almost. Well, it is a tight wall.
Yeah.
And whenever Moxie wants to leave, he can just mine the minerals away. And then it's not a tight wall anymore. He can leave and do other things.
Yeah, now this dead space over here above the natural here, where this Overlord is sitting, is a really nice area for Myrault to dance back and forth. So you expect to see Myrault try to take advantage of that as much as possible. These minerals are fairly close to the wall. It doesn't allow for a whole lot of space for turrets to go up here, but you can throw down a couple here, maybe one or two in the line. Nice thing about turrets is they do not form tight walls in Starbow, so the SCVs can easily flow past them. So 9 mutas on the way.
Tons of mutas on the way.
Muta number. That's a lot of mutas coming here.
And there's a third all the way down at the bottom side. Is opting for the gas expansion as opposed to the smaller mineral only.
Yep, the gas really important for Zerg. Let's make sure he can get that. He can always try to defend these ramps here with lurkers later on. And with mutas, you got a pretty mobile force to try to defend those faraway bases as it is. Well, here come the mutas. We'll see how much damage Myrault can get done here. The turrets are starting to come up here for Moxie. One in each mineral line. Only one so far, though. One by the production. I like that. That's nice. But with only one turret, this is a lot of mutas here. And Myrault might be able to just focus that turret down. And in response, Moxie's actually just going to be going for the counterattack. What kind of...
Muta is going to see the counterattack. And yeah, they just fly over and somehow don't die, which is pretty impressive in itself. So the army is going to huddle across the map. The more spines are on the way, but I think the spines are a little too late.
Yeah, these are going to be really too late. Now, Myrault can try to pick off some bio and slow this push down as much as possible because he's got to allow some time for those spines to come up. Now, pick up quite a few Marines here that were kind of straggling behind. Myrault doing a good job of delaying the push here. Now it's substantially smaller here. Not a lot of Marines here. There's a lot of Mutalisks still. And another wave coming, though, for Moxie.
Although Myrault did buy enough time for the spines to end up finishing, so the front is now very secure, and we actually might have an engagement in the middle, but forces to stem out, the mutas will fly away.
Yep, those mutas don't want to be messing around with stim bio.
And wings are actually going to go for a counterattack, it looks like. They're going to swing up to the third and try to do some damage at the front, which there's only an empty bunker and a few Marines, so
yeah,
probably should be able to hold, and these mutas need to fly away.
Gonna try to pick off the fire bats. Nicely done. Gets one fire bat. Almost gets the second one. Won't focus down. Actually, those mutas got it right on top there.
And his
Lings will be able to clean just about everything up. Moxie focusing down the Mutalist though. Oh no, the medic wall is strong. Oh, these Marines won't die. There's one left. Oh my God. One Ling left. 4 health. The rest will clean up the medics. Wow, that was close. That medic wall.
And that one wing
almost perfect.
That one wing has 4 kills. I've never seen a Zerg with 4 kills in my life.
It's usually probes, right? Picking up all of those medics. Nice pickups here from Myrault. He'll push back. So Myrault, good job, way to handle it and get those defenses up just in time. And does manage to lose all of his mutas though, and we'll not see Myrault making any more mutas the rest of this game. And there are 5 drones, just 6 drones, just chilling in the middle of the map. I don't know if you see that or not.
Yeah, they should probably mine things. Probably.
Drones, what you doing? You're supposed to mine. You goofballs. Alright, Hive on the way, some Scourge on the way, as well as a bunch of Lurkers here from Myrault. Myrault getting into that mid to late game swing of things here. Got a couple Lurkers coming up at the third. They'll be able to plant on top of one of these ramps. Now, Moxie is working on his science vessels. Does he have a radiate yet? He does not, and is not working on it yet. He'll need to start getting a radiate here pretty soon, so that his science vessels can start just one-shotting stuff. It's got to feel good. A couple of Scourge already out, though. Myrault might try to...
Oh, look at Myrault. Sending Zerglings to all the expansions and wants to make sure he knows about Moxie if he does expend to any base. And I believe there's one on the way to the mineral base as well, so he is going to know when the turn player expands.
Yeah, very nice. Ling placement, just leaving those Lings around as scouts. Really nice play. Gives you all that map vision. If you want to go ahead and look at Myrault's map vision, he sees a lot of the map. He can see the Terran moving out here. The Science Vessel does somehow sneak by these Scourge that were chilling here. And I'm going to start pushing back. Science Vessel plus tanks do outrange Lurkers. Lurkers have got to get up and get out of there. Oh, one of the Scourge getting picked off. Trying to connect with the Science Vessel, but not going to be able to. Now, there still is no Irradiate. I don't know if Moxie has forgotten about Irradiate. Seems like that would be something he would want to start investing in. Might not realize that it doesn't have it. Oh, picking off both of the Scourge there. Myrault starting to get a...
Oh, so here's the
Scourge getting a little out of control.
the Firebats do take down a lot of the Lings, but a lot of the army is red and orange, and the mechs are going to heal them up, but they don't have a lot more energy for another few stims, so they need to be careful with their stimming.
Yeah, absolutely. Some Lings on a bad rally point here. A couple of Lurkers at the top, but the tanks will be able to siege up. Science also can spot. Here comes some Scourge, though. The Scourge are going to be able to get this. Nicely done here, and now Moxie's in a bit of a tough spot. There's a Lurker at the top of the ramp. There's Lurkers at the top of the other ramp. He's in a low ground position without much of anywhere to go. The tanks in siege mode will be able to help him out. Now he does have another force coming back in here behind, but not a whole lot here. Just the one tank. He'll also go into siege mode. Picking off those Science Vessels with the Scourge here at the third was really important for Myrault to keep this Lurker here at the top alive. This Lurker, though, is not in range of the top of the ramp. So some bio able to get back in here now. It's just one Marine and one medic.
Yeah, one Marine is going to sneak down there.
Oh, these Firebats are going to go to town on these Zerglings here. Oh no, Myrault. There were way too many Firebats. We got 5 kills, 6 kills, 8 kills on these Firebats here.
And actually, Moxie is going to push out the workers so the army can retreat and join up with the other small group, and they will be able to push wherever they want. Although it is important. Okay, Moxie is only just starting to get his third, so if Myrault can defeat this army, he does have a pretty big fighting chance in the game.
Yeah, you know, Myrault's been able to keep this third alive, getting these Lurkers at a good position. Still pretty far back from the ramp, but as these tanks come up, they will start to get some shots off on them. Science Vessel not quite in position, but Moxie will get that a little bit forward here. Now the tanks can range the Lurkers with no problems. Myrault's going to come around for this round. Lurkers not quite able to get the money shots off. This tank of these Firebats, though, not going to survive. The Firebats immediately go down to Lurker splash damage.
And these 2 Lings are going to clean up the remaining 2 Marines, but it doesn't even matter. Myrault is dead. Yeah,
will lose the third. He will try to reestablish that at the 12 o'clock. Importantly, does save all the drones, so he can send those up to the 12 o'clock. And Moxie, though, you know, it's still a pretty even game. Myrault's a little bit down the supply. Losing that third really does hurt him, obviously, but saving the drones really, really important. So he'll be able to get those transferred up to the top of the map. Now, the great thing for Myrault is that he does have the tech. He's got these Defilers. He's got the Lurkers. Starting to get all those upgrades that he wants. Does have Consume. Does have Cracklings as well. So that Adrenal Glands upgrade for the Zerglings. Cracklings under Dark Swarm are pretty good units.
So we do have another army moving out to reinforce the current army in its bottom side position. And interesting, Moxie still doesn't have a Radiate.
Wow. That is pretty crazy. I mean, he definitely has the money for it. It almost seems like it's just something that he's forgotten to get. I imagine he's going to start trying to cast it and just not going to do anything.
Very nice Dark Storm on the ramp. It allows the army to move up pretty easily, and even better Dark Storm on top of the army. Workers are going to bro, and everything's going to go away like a magic trick.
Another Dark Storm coming down here. Yeah, that entire army is going to get forced back. Now, Moxie's force, though, is going to start heading for that 12 o'clock, and there are only a couple of Lurkers here to defend it. But there's no Irradiate, so it's going to be all up to... And there's no tanks with this force either, so without Irradiate and without tanks, this bio could have a tough time breaking in here.
There's the defensive Matrix.
Oh, D-Matrix, well done by Moxie, going to tank the shots here. And now the Lurker's not attacking the main bio force. Pretty sick play from Moxie, using that Marine to bait out the Lurker shots. Well done, and Myrault will be losing this third again. Scourge will connect the side and take it down, and now, this entire force is going to go down here with the Lurkers.
Although the third does get taken down once more, so the Terran actually has a base advantage, which is something you don't want as a Zerg player.
Yeah, Myrault immediately sensing that he's got to do something about that base. He can't allow this to stand. Now, Myrault does still have a decent force here. Looks like MDurg 1-2-0 against Dragon. So we'll get that updated in the brackets. A lot of Firebats. That is a tremendous number of Firebats. A lot
in the wings
here too.
So the workers are going to move in, they will take out the Firebats, and then the rest of the army will be able to move into the third unimpeded, and the third is going to be forced to lift off and retreat.
Yeah, now all these Defilers are here available to get some Dark Swarms down. Needs to start putting those down on top of these Lurkers here. Don't lose the Defilers! The Defilers! They're not very fast! Now Myrault couldn't find his army getting trapped here. No, he manages to get out of there. Now the command center is saved. It will get out of here, but the SCV is not so lucky. Here comes a big engagement here with some Lings. Oh no, so the Scourge go down. The Science Vessels still live. And now here come the Irradiates.
All those workers are going to go down with the Irradiate Splash, and the Terran Force is going to take it out.
There's another Dark Swarm, though, keeping everything alive here. Still a few lurkers left here, and Myrault's going to try to establish his third at the mineral only and a fourth here at the 12 o'clock. In the meantime, Myrault, or Moxie, I mean, is having to try to expand up here to the mineral only as well. So both these players struggling to keep up the bases here. It's been very low econ, very low supply game. Neither player really able to get up very much above the 100 supply count.
So Myrault is going to get Ultras, which is really good versus the pretty large amount of fire bats as you comparatively compared to other games, but Moxie is going for a tech switch. He is starting to add on factories. He is looking to do a mech transition.
Oh wow, yeah. Where are those factories? Okay, yeah, adding a few on here. We'll be getting more tanks. I don't know if he's going to go for a full mech transition. He does, you know, have a lot of barracks still. Here goes another Terran force here. There's still quite a bit of lurkers here, and the Dark Swarm will push that back. And here come the Ultras from behind. Will he be able to get a nice trap down here with the Lings, Lurkers, and the Ultralisks? These Ultralisks, the Chitinous plating is done, and they're going to be doing a lot of damage. The Irradiate's coming down. There's another Dark Swarm, and this entire Bioforce is going to be pushed back. Moxie's got to get out of here and try to keep his Science Forces alive.
So the Terran army is forced to retreat, and actually, Moxie forgot about the little force on the bottom side, but that's alright.
Oh yeah. These poor guys are sadly not getting a whole lot done, are they?
Oh, and we do have Vultures and Mines in the way. Mines are great versus Ultralisks and Lynx. And the army is going to move it to the top. A small worker Ultras force, and that's more Defilers than not Defilers, basically.
Yeah, the Dark Swarms for days here. We'll be able to get those Dark Swarms down in some nice positions right on top of the command center here. The Tank Splash will not be able to do enough. Oh, the Bio keeps the Science Forces alive. One of them does take a hit, but does stay alive. Now this command center is getting dangerously low on health. The splash damage from tanks will take it down. Ultralisk getting some work done. And the Plague on this second command center.
There's a Plague wind on two Science Forces and the command center, and the Zerg is going to be forced to retreat, but Moxie is going to have to start repairing up this command center, because I believe after Plague it will start burning. Or not.
Oh, not quite. But he'll need, he'll want to repair both of those Science Forces up as well as this command center. Doesn't think he's working on doing that quite yet. In the meantime, Myrault is, fairly stable here on 4 bases. Moxie's still got to work to try to get his third into a slightly safer position. The unfortunate thing about this mineral only is it is at the bottom of a ramp, which makes attacking down into that mineral only a lot easier on the attacking player.
Moxie is going to scout up to the 4th, is going to take out the Link. We're going to do a lot of damage to that Vulture. Adrenal Glance is ridiculous.
Large number of Scourge coming out here.
That is a lot of Scourge. How many Science Forces are there? There are 5. That's a decent number, but 2 of them have not been repaired from the Plague, so the Scourge will be able to take those out very easily.
Yeah, I love this Lurker just chilling back here down at the 6 o'clock base for any expansions from going out. And yeah, the full mech transition has begun. The Vultures are out. They're laying down the mines. They're getting speed. But looks like Myrault might be trying to just end it right here, right now.
Oh, these tank shots are splashing onto the SCVs.
Yeah, the Lurkers do get in range of the workers. One Lurker goes down. Now the SCVs aren't on top of the the army's on top of the SCVs, I mean to say. And Scourge are trying to find something to connect with. A lot more damage, though. And Moxie's economy is starting to fall apart here.
Moxie is forced to lift his command center. I don't think it'll go down. Well, unless the Scourge turn on.
Oh, the Scourge trying to get on top of the Science Vessels. They will get on top of the Science Vessels, taking down 3 Science Vessels. Only 2 remain. There's enough for 1 to radiate right now. This Lurker is going to chill into the Dark Swarm.
This Lurker has 32 kills. That's insane.
Oh, how many workers have gone down? 33 SCVs have been killed in this game. Moxie, though, still has 35. So he's been doing a good job of keeping those SCV numbers really healthy, but he's going to start running out in both the main and the natural. The main is just about gone. The natural is getting fairly low as well. Moxie going to be up against it here if he can't really start to establish a stronger economy, because Myrault happily mining on his 3rd and 4th, while Moxie struggling to keep his income up.
And Myrault is going to send a bunch of Lings into the base, and the base is still pretty exposed. And he's going
to go for the focus fire. Will lift to be able to repair this.
Oh, the
Those Lings do have to get out of there.
Ooh, the mine did not kill the Marines. Ooh, that was a close one.
Oh yeah, these mines are pretty dangerously placed, actually. Especially this one is very close to the mineral line. Moxie might want to try to kill those off if he thinks about it. In the meantime, not a whole lot going on Myrault's side of the map. Myrault keeping the pressure up on Moxie, keeping all the action over here on the left side.
And great! There's a lot of action in the middle. Vulture's trying to pull away and try to kill a few Zerglings, and there are mines at the bottom side to prevent a run-by of sorts. And we do have a big push-out from Moxie, lots of bio moving out, and Silver Rage going down on an overboard and a few Hydras, and they're all going to go down.
Ooh,
But the Lurkers are going to burrow.
A bunch of fire bats go down as well. Another lurker will be killed. Oh, that Irradiate got 2 lurkers. His
Two for
friend
one.
just wanted a hug. Some nice spider mine placement here. Moxie's going to try to get some mines down while he attacks the 12 o'clock, and he's got a pretty decent force. This 12 o'clock could be in a lot of trouble. These science vessels, do they have enough for an Irradiate? They have enough for 1 Irradiate right now. Will we go for some D-Matrixes though? Oh, these lurkers though, gonna do quite a bit of damage, but it will get cleaned up.
Although we do have a sandwich of sorts from Myrault, the workers and Ultras are going to fall in, but doesn't even matter, the base is probably going to go down.
Yeah, Firebat taking down a bunch of drones. Yeah, this base is definitely going to go down. Now, Myrault can try to get this force trapped in here, though. If he can trap the force and kill it, could be in a decent position. Myrault pretty low on minerals, though, as well as gas, and he's pretty low on supply when you compare to Moxie. Moxie, despite the low economy, that really high efficiency army compared to the Zerg forces, keeping him in it here. And Myrault now sadly down to 3 bases, not a position you want to be as a Zerg player. He is mined out in the main. He's going to be running out in the natural as well. And for a Zerg player to be on 1 base while the Terran player is on 1 base, it's a pretty dicey situation. Oh, this Vulture, this Defiler, no. Very scary.
So, Myrault is going to expand to the bottom side once more, and we'll see if the Terran player catches wind of this. So he is moving his army around the middle of the map, and it looks like he kind of knows something's up, and he is starting to move in that direction.
Yeah, now Moxie's going to get on this high ground position. Scans and sees the forces here. Mostly still Lings here. There's a few fire bats, about 3 fire bats. Now, fire bats still do their damage under Dark Swarm. That's very important to keep in mind. Oh, gonna radiate these Scourge here.
And Myrault, on the back of this aggressive positioning by Moxie, he is getting command center next to his mineral only, and he is probably going to float it up to the top side. And that will be a big boost to his economy if he can secure it.
Yeah, if Moxie can secure that 4th, that likely could be GG.
This is smart. Moxie is trying to attack. You know, if he loses his army, all of his bases are instantly gone. So he's just going to posture around and just keep Myrault scared. Keep him back at home.
Yep, here comes a big Science Vessel Cloud. There's not too many Scourge left. Scourge are going to be really careful about flying out. Now there's a nice Dark Swarm, but those Fire Bats still doing a good amount of damage. But these Hydras, not quite able to take them all down.
So much damage. Radiates on all the Defilers. They're going to go down in an
Oh,
instant.
wow. That's a huge pickup there for Moxie. Those Defilers are not cheap.
Also, the Plague on the Science Vessel, they're all down at 1 HP now.
Oh, that's pretty nice. That is a good consolation prize. 1 Mutalisk. Oh, 1 Mutalisk could be so happy right now.
Oh god, that's a Scourge. There's a random Scourge right here. Oh god, that was really horrifying.
Oh, Moxie's going to be pushing towards the south base, though. Here come the Lings. Oh, the Scourge might be getting picked off. 1 Firebat. 1 Firebat. So scary. Oh no, Moxie's getting into a good position here. He can hold on to this choke here. This ramp is going to be working against Myrault. Myrault has to keep this base alive. He can't afford to lose it.
Oh, the medic wall is going to go down.
Oh, the D-Matrix! Some science vessels go down. Look at these medics. They don't even care.
And so the base is going to go down, but the army actually might hold on, because that's a lot of defensive matrix, and they can just clump him and try to take out as many wings as possible.
Yeah, those medic walls are pretty strong. This Firebat, 31 kills on this Firebat! That's a Firebat hero. Wow. Ridiculous. Plus 3, 22 damage, Firebat. Just doesn't even care about Zerglings. Can't even feel them. Can't even get close enough.
And Myrault, at the top side, Moxie is able to get the base. I want to say it's up and running quite yet, because no workers, and these tanks are going to defend against the Lings, unless this one Ling killed all the tanks, which it totally can.
Until the Vulture showed up. Definitely could have. Had a good shot at it. So Myrault knows that Moxie has now established a 4th, while Myrault's 4th is gone, and Moxie can just leave his force here and prevent Myrault from even trying to take it. Oh, losing a couple of lurkers to spider mines. GG from Myrault. Moxie takes game number 1. Wow, that was a good DBZ.
That was really good.
That was pretty cool.
It was kind of cool because like Moxie never really attacked